Well, hello everybody. This is Chris, Tabletop Sports Delaware. A couple of guys on the Friends of Community Discord wanted to have a game tonight, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's roll another game. Why not? So while I get the chat room set so that I can talk with people, because I still don't have the StreamYard chat figured out yet. Don't know what the problem is, but oh well. Tonight's game is going to be between the 1950 Philadelphia Phillies and the 1950 Brooklyn Dodgers. We are replaying the final game of the National League season in Ebbets Field. So let I do one thing. Doink, we want to. Oh, stop it. Hold on. What are you doing? Stop it. Pop out chat. Alrighty. Tribe fan, how's it going, man? OH, brother. Okay. It's already running. Blah. It's already running. I know this. Now let me pin it. It's not letting me pin it. I want to pin it. Well, we'll do without pinning it. There you go. Get that out of the way so that way if Ron Juckett shows up, we don't have to like hack him off or anything, you know, make him unlike the video. Alright, let's do this. Alright, let me get this set up. Yeah, Kenny Castro and Steve Ryan, they were like, man, we want a game, we want a game. I said, alright, give me 15 minutes, I'll give you a game. So we bring these a little further, like, so we can see the scoreboard a little better this game. I think that will work. I think that'll work just nicely. Cool. Alrighty. Hey, Steve, how's it going? APBA chatter in the house. So, yes, this game is a replay of the final game of the 1950 National League season in Ebbets Field between the Phillies and the Dodgers to see if we can have a beautiful and lovely 10th inning win over the Dodgers again, or see if the Phillies can even pull it off because they had two guys out due to injury and also one was called away to military duty. And starting pitcher for the Phillies is going to be Robin Roberts. Starting pitcher for the Dodgers, Don Newcombe. So let's go through the starting lineup, shall we? First baseman, Eddie Waitkus, leading off for the Phillies. Shot the year before. Came back and had one heck of a season in 1950. Comeback kid, if ever there was one. Richie Ashburn is batting second. Dick Sisler third. Del Ennis is cleanup batting fourth. Willie Puddinhead Jones, third baseman, batting fifth. Granny Hamner, shortstop, batting sixth. Andy Semenick, catcher, batting seventh. Mike Goliat, second sacker, batting eighth. And on the bump for the Phillies, Robin Roberts is in the ninth position. In the lineup and for the Dodgers, Pee Wee is leading off with Hermansky behind him, left fielder. Duke Snyder, center fielder, batting third. Jackie Robinson, he is batting in the cleanup spot, second baseman. Carl Furillo in right is batting fifth. Gil Hodges of the Dodgers, first baseman, batting sixth. Roy Campanella, catcher, batting seventh. Billy Cox, third baseman, batting eighth. And, of course, Newcombe starting for the Dodgers. He will be at the starting ninth, batting ninth, using the DVALs. So we are going to go through this as best we can. Not going to try to rush through the game, I don't think. Just going to have a nice leisurely, call it like I see it kind of thing. All right, so here we go. Let's just get these guys out of the way. Make this easier to do. All right, Eddie Waitkus. We'll figure it out. Yeah, do that. Okay. Eddie Waitkus leading off. Here we go. Bases empty. Bottom of the first. And there's the pitch from Newcombe. 5-4-32. That's going to be a fly ball to right field. Easy play for Carl Furillo, and that's going to be out number one. F9. Next up is going to be Richie Ashburn. center fielder. Devin, how's it going, man? Welcome to the chat. Glad you could make it for a little bit of baseball here. 1950 Phillies and Dodgers. 2-4-13, and Ashburn goes down swinging at the knee cheese. And I started out putting that in the wrong place already. That's a big old K. Johnny Smoke, how's it going? Robin Roberts, a home run allowing machine, but a lot with the bases empty. Let's see. So Johnny Smoke, glad you can make it, man. 2 outs, top of the first. Dick Sisler, who hit that shot in the 10th inning to win it in real life. Here comes the pitch from Don Newcombe. And 2-1, and that's going to be a fly ball to left field. Getting underneath it is Hermansky. He camps out and makes the catch, ends the inning. So that is 1, 2, 3 for the Phillies. We go to the bottom of the first. Due up in this inning as I go moving crap all over the place. Pee Wee Reese, Gene Hermansky, and Duke Snider. Robin Roberts getting his warm-up pitches in with Andy Semenuk. All right, here we go. Starting pitch to Pee Wee Reese. 5-5. That's going to be an 8 against a B. Flies out to center field. Easy play out there for Richie Ashburn. Gets underneath it, makes the catch. That's 1 away. Put that in the right row that time. Gene Hermansky, left fielder. Roberts is ready. He kicks. He fires. And that's going to be a fly ball to left field, chasing it in towards the foul line. Underneath it is Dick Sisler. Didn't have to run too far. Good thing he's not really fast out there, but he makes the catch easily enough. That's going to be 2 away. 2 up, 2 down. Duke Snider comes to the plate for the Dodgers. Roberts with the windup, the pitch, and that is going to be a hard ground ball hit to second base. Fielded cleanly there by Mike Goliak. Gets it over to Waitkus for out number 3. So both teams, 1, 2, 3, 3 up, 3 down. We go to the second. Due up for the Phillies to face Don Newcombe is 4, 5, and 6. Del Ennis, Willie Puddinhead Jones, and Granny Hamner. Ennis is set. Here comes the windup from Don Newcombe. Gets the signs in from Campy. Here is the pitch, and that's going to be a ground ball hit sharply back to the box, knocked down by Don Newcombe. He is able to get it over to Hodges for out number 1. Yeah, I need to do that. All right. That'll help me keep it straight. Puddinhead Jones. Willie Edward, third baseman. Newcombe is set. He rocks. He fires. And that's going to be a ground ball up the middle. Nope, sorry. Over Jackie Robinson's head into right field. So that's going to be a base hit for Jones with 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Ferrillo relays it back into the infield. So we have a runner in Willie Jones. Now Granny Hamner is set to go. He's got a man on first. John Mick, glad you could make it, man. How is it going this evening? Good to see you in the chat. All right, here we go. Top of the second. 1 on, 1 out, scoreless ball game. Granny Hamner takes the pitch from Don Newcombe. And that's going to be a hard hit ground ball to second base. Robinson fields it cleanly over to Reese, who's able to pivot it over to Hodges. And they get out of the inning. 4-6-3 double play if you're scoring at home. And if you're not scoring at home, you should be. So we go to the bottom of the second. And due up for the Dodgers to face Robin Roberts with Jackie Robinson, Carl Ferrillo, and Gil Hodges. Zweehander, how is it going? Glad you could make it to the chat this evening. Got a little bit of baseball going on. 1950 Phillies and Dodgers replaying the final game of the season to see who would go on to face the Yankees in the World Series. Jackie Robinson is up. Roberts gets the signs in from Semenuk. Here is the windup. And here is the pitch. And Jackie Robinson's going to his hit column. And that's going to be a huge hit. Down to right center. It is being converged on by Ashburn and Ennis. They can't get to it. Gets almost to the wall. Ennis comes up with it. Robinson into second with a stand-up double. So extra base hit for the Dodgers to start things off here. None out, one on second, bottom of the second, scoreless ball game. Carl Furillo comes in. Runner on second base. Roberts glances over his shoulder, trying to keep Robinson honest. Threat to steal at all times. Here comes the pitch to Furillo, 4-4, and that is going to be a single to right. Drops in front of Ennis. Robinson rounding third with his speed. He'll have no problem scoring. And the Dodgers go up 1-0. All right, here we go. Gil Hodges set to go. Runner on first, none out. Roberts, he's shaking it off. He's pitched a lot in these last few days. Injuries have really cut the pitching staff way down. But we are going to see what Roberts can do. He'll go as deep into this game as possible. Hodges is set. Here comes the pitch. Hodges, it's a long fly ball. This one is back. Screaming towards left field. It is over. Dick Sizzler's head. Home run. 3-0 Brooklyn. And the Dodgers are scoring early and scoring often in this game. 3-0 is your score, no outs. Bottom of the second. Campanella comes up to the plate. Seminick trots out to the mound, has a couple of words with Roberts. Trots back to the home plate. Umpire calls play ball. A couple of warm-up swings by Campanella. Here comes the pitch from Roberts. And that one is a long fly ball. That one is back. It is gone over the right field fence. Home run, Campanella. And the Whiz Kids may have met their match. They lost 8 of their 10 coming into this game. They had a 7-game lead. They lost 8 of 10 down the stretch and were able to pull this game out. They've got a lot of work left in them for this one. Robin Roberts, early in the game, pitching staff has dwindled. He's going to stay in this game as long as he can reasonably. Here comes the pitch to Cox, and Cox works the count, so he gets the free pass. Gets on first. Pulling extra cards out, and I don't want to do that. Don Newcombe comes up to the plate. And he is going to bunt Cox over, hopefully. 4-3 is going to be a 29 runner on first. Safe fielder's choice, runner out at second. Fielded cleanly by Roberts. He's able to wheel and get it to Hamner, so they get Cox at second. Something goes right in the second for the Phillies. Pee Wee Reese comes up, runner on first, 1 away. And here we go. Robin Roberts is set. Here's the windup. The pitch to Reese. Reese going to his hit column. 2-3. He smacks this one hard over first base, down the line. Ennis not able to get to it. Gets over to it. Reese is able to make it to second base, and Newcombe gets around to third. He is held up. No speedster is he. 1 out. Runners on second and third. Infield in for the Phillies. There's Kenny Castro. How's it going, man? Yeah, we got some baseball going. Whiz Kids are in trouble, as you can see. Men on second and third, 1 out. Bottom of the second, Newcombe has given up 2 homers. It's a 4-0 ball game. Alrighty, here we go. 1 out, infield in for Philadelphia. Hermansky at the plate. The windup, the pitch, 3-1. That'll be a 9. Fly out to right field. Runners advance. So that is a sacrifice fly. Second out, but that is going to score Newcombe and allow Reese to advance to third. 2 outs. Really hoping I can keep my score sheet neat here. Duke Snyder to the plate, 2 away. Runner on third and Reese. That is a 5th run, and with DVALs, we're going to drop Roberts to a C. Snyder, the windup, the pitch. It's a long fly ball. This one is back. It is gone. Out of here, Snyder. 3 home runs in 1 inning, and that's going to be it for Roberts. Bullpen is thin, but they're not going to be able to keep up at this pace. There is no way. So that's going to be second, third, I hope, fourth, fifth, sixth. We have batted around for the Dodgers. Oh my goodness, Robin Roberts gets rocked here in Brooklyn. 7-0. Yeah, Roberts is going to come out of the game, so let's see who is going to replace him real quick. Oh my goodness, that is it. Just that quick. Roberts goes down there. I'm in. We've got these guys. Geesh. A bunch of D pitchers. Man. We're going to bring in Milo Candini is going to come into the game. Milo Candini. So that's right where he's going to come in. We'll put him in the batting order. Jackie Robinson is set to go. Alan Roth, new launch angle. Goodness, the Dodgers batting practice against Robin Roberts. Hopefully this will change. So let's see. We are now a D. He has no modifier. No. So he is a 1. What's his fielding? Won't make a difference, but I like keeping it. It's still a 2. He is slow. So this all stays the same. No letter. All right, here we go. Jackie Robinson. Bases empty, 2 outs, 7-run, bottom of the second. Facing Candini. Here comes the pitch. 5-3, and that is going to be a hard ground ball to shortstop. Do a quick fielding check. Hamner is an 8, rolls a 31 using the DVALs. That's going to be a fielding 2, and it is an error. Nope, 2 outs, out at first, 6-3. Easy ground ball gets it over to Waitkus for out number 3. IDJ, what's going on, man? Welcome to the chat. Had a couple of guys over on the FOC Discord like, man, is anyone rolling a game tonight? I was like, okay, I'll roll a game. Give me a couple of seconds. Little did I know the Dodgers would have a 7-run bottom of the second. They're up 7-0 over the 1950 counterpart Philadelphia Phillies, and it looks like this being the last game of that season, the Phillies aren't going to pull this one out unless they really get to work. Dodgers are going to be heading for the Yankees. Top of the third. 7-run ball game. Andy Semenuk, 7th in the order, leading off. Here comes the pitch from Don Newcombe. 4-3, 29. That's going to be a hard ground ball hit back to the box. Newcombe able to knock it down and get it over to Hodges. So that is 1 away. And that'll bring us to Mike Goliat, second baseman. Alrighty, here we go. The windup by Newcombe, the pitch. And get the dice where we can see them. That'll be a 2-3, 26. A hard ground ball hit to second. Fielded cleanly by Jackie. Gets it over to Hodges for out number 2. Milo Candini, relief pitcher, in for the beleaguered Robin Roberts. Newcombe with a pitch. And that's going to be a strikeout. And since IDJ just walked in and didn't catch it earlier, caught him swinging at the knee cheese. That's right. So that is 1, 2, 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Dodgers. Yeah, I need to kind of do this, don't I? Ow, shoot. As I forgot, we batted through the lineup. It needs to be over here. Seven runs. None there. We go to the bottom of the third. Nietzsche's is right. The Nietzsche's. Carl Furillo now. Leadoff batter in the bottom of the third for the Dodgers. Milo Candini. He is starting his first full inning of work here. All right, he's facing Furillo. He gets the signs in from Seminick. Here's the windup, the pitch. 2-2, that's a 7, and a bases empty 7 is always a single. Base hit for Furillo. He makes it to first. He and Waitkus exchange some words. Just appears to be casual conversation. Gil Hodges strides up to the plate. Candini looks in, gets the signs from Seminick. Runner on first. Bottom of the third. Here comes the pitch from Candini, and 1-6-28. That's going to be a hard ground ball hit to shortstop, and he is unable to get the chance to get Furillo at second. Gets over to first to get Hodges. So that'll be one away. Runner advances. And here we go. Runner on second, 1 out. Bottom of the third. Brings up Roy Campanella, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania native here. Yep, a 7 with bases empty is always a single. Alrighty, Campy set to go. Candini gets the signs in from Seminick. Here's the windup, and Al's in the chat. Al, how's it going, brother? Glad you can make it. Score, bottom of the third. Compliments of a whole slew of banging by the bums. 7-0 Brooklyn. Here comes the pitch from Candini. 1 on, 1 out. Campanella, fly ball to center field. And that one is going to be played cleanly out there by Richie Ashburn. Shallow enough, Furillo retreats back to second, so that is going to be 2 away. Kenny Castro says, except with the bases empty single, except in the master game where there are 2 instances, but we are playing basic. With the DVALs, it's pretty much basic. Just a little rule that I came up with. And every time I roll a 7 with bases empty, even in by myself, I find myself a bases empty 7 is always a single. Billy Cox, here we go. 2 outs, runner on second in Carl Furillo. Candini is working the middle and bottom of the Dodgers order pretty decently. Here comes the pitch to Cox. 6-5 hard ground ball. That is going to be, no, sorry, not a ground ball, popped up on the left side. Everybody's chasing it. The quickest one to get there, it is deep. Granny Hamner, shortstop, gets underneath it and makes the play in foul territory. So no runs scored by the Dodgers here in the bottom of the third. 7-0 is your score. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Back to the top of the order for the Phillies. Due up Eddie Waitkus, Richie Ashburn, and Dick Sisler. So here we go. Don Newcombe is set. A couple of warm-up pitches with Campy. Campy throws it down to Reese. Tosses it to Robinson. Over to Cox. Gets it back into Newcombe, smacks it in his mitt, walks back up onto the mound, turns around, looks in as Waitkus is digging in with his warm-up swings. Gets the signs from Campanella. Here comes the wind-up. Bradley Zantison, welcome to the chat. Glad you can make it. And here comes the pitch to Waitkus. 5-2-27. That is going to be a hard ground ball at the third base. Played cleanly over there by Puddinhead. Gets it over to, sorry, wrong team, by Billy Cox. Gets it over to Hodges for out number 1. You can always tell you're watching a Tabletop Sports Delaware game when he gets the defending team mixed up. Richie Ashburn now. Here we go. Newcombe is set. Kicks. He fires, and Ashburn is able to hit a nice little looper to right. Falls in front of Furillo, and that's going to be a base hit for the Phillies. City is built starting with a single brick. Well, they actually already had their brick. Puddinhead Jones with a single back in a second, but got doubled out of the inning. But Ashburn is on first. Sisler to the plate. 1 out, 1 on. Top of the fourth, 7-run game. Newcombe with the pitch, and this is going to Sisler's hit column. And that is a shot to... shot over first into right field. And Richie Ashburn burning around second, headed for third. Ferrillo is slow getting to it. Ashburn rounding third. He's being sent home. Here comes the throw. Cut off by Newcombe to keep Sisler at first. And that is going to be an RBI, or at second rather, I'm sorry. RBI double for Sisler. 7-1 now. Phillies have a run on the board. Del Ennis comes to the plate. Rally catch for the Phils, everybody. Del Ennis digs in. A couple of warm-up swings from the left side of the plate. Newcombe looks in. Campy sends out the signs. Newcombe looks over his shoulder to keep Sisler on, as Sisler's a slow base runner. Not much of a threat to steal. Here comes the windup. The pitch. It's a long fly ball. Ennis, this one is back. It is going over the center field fence, straightaway center. Home run, Del Ennis. And the doubles are flying in Brooklyn tonight. 7-3 ball game. Phillies still have a lot of work to do, but they are not laying down. 1 out, and now Newcombe has his turn. Alrighty, APBA chat, are you taking off, man? Kind of looks like it. Just in case you are, have a wonderful evening. If not, I'll see you while you're still in the chat. But yeah, we'll get the game going. Willie Puddinhead Jones set to go, third baseman. Bases empty, 1 away. 3 runs scored so far in this inning. 7-3 ball game. Brooklyn. Newcombe shakes it off. Here comes the windup. The pitch, and that one. That is going to be against a B pitcher. Fly out to center field. Easy play out there for Duke Snyder. So that's going to be 2 away. And here comes Granny Hamner, shortstop. No problem. He'll be on for a little bit. That's cool. 2 outs, no on, 7-3 ball game. Newcombe with the pitch, and that is a hard ground ball hit to third base. Cox hits it, running to his right, spins, gets the throw over to Hodges. Hamner is out by a step. And that's going to end the top of the fourth, but the Phillies do plate some runs and make up a little bit of ground. 7-3 your score. We go to the bottom of the fourth. And that's going to bring us to Don Newcombe at the plate. He'll be followed by Pee Wee Reese and Gene Hermansky. Snyder is due up after that if needed. Candini comes back out. He'll go a little bit longer. According to DVAL rules, I'm going to try to play with the DVAL rules where middle relief can go 6 innings and then he's out. Also, middle relief can only go, for the tournament rather. For the tournament, he can go 6 innings and then he's out, but he can't pitch in the next game. Short relief can go 3 innings. I wonder, is he relief only? And I may just skip it. He's relief only, so he actually only should have gone 3. I'm not going to worry about it. We'll go reasonable. As long as he doesn't start to get shelled, we'll let him go. Don Newcombe now facing Candini. Here comes the pitch, and that's a hard ground ball hit to second base. Goliak comes up with it and gets it over to Waitkus with an easy throw for out number 1. Pee Wee Reese comes up. Ekron, Kentucky native. He is ready. Candini gets the signs in from Semnick. The windup, the pitch, that's a 31, and Reese works the count. Gets a free pass. He is on first. 1 out, 1 on. 4-run lead for the Dodgers. Gene Hermansky comes to the plate. And Candini gives a glance over to first to keep Reese honest. Looks in, gets the signs from Semnick. Here's the windup, the pitch. And that is a 1-6 hard ground ball hit to shortstop. 28, and it's not 2 outs. So we are going to, what are they? I'm sorry, fielding 2. Hard hit ball to shortstop. Hamner, not enough time to get Reese at second. Gets it over to Waitkus to force Hermansky. So that's a 2nd out. Reese makes it to second on the fielder's choice. Duke Snyder to the plate. Smacked a homer his second time up. And Candini is set to go. Winds up, he pitches, and that is going to be against a single over shortstop, and drives in a run. Slow is out at home. Nope, Reese scores. And the batter makes it to second on the throw. So that is an RBI single. The throw in is not in time. Snyder follows up to second base. Jackie Robinson comes to the plate. Runner on second. Another run in for the Dodgers. 8-3 score. Candini with the pitch. And this one is, let's see, this is a steal play. Semnick is a 7. And a 25. That's going to be fielding column 1. Alrighty, here we go. Here comes the pitch, and Snyder is off to third. Semnick, he grabs it, and Robinson actually is out of the way. He's got a clear throw over to third down. Jones puts down the tag, and Snyder is out. 2-5, and that will end the inning. Still a run across for Brooklyn. But it stood to be a lot worse than that, especially with the lineup they had that Candini was going through. So if Candini comes up in this inning, he may well be pinch hit for, because he's put in 2 innings plus work here as a pitcher. Andy Semenick is going to be leading off for the Phillies here in the 5th, to be followed by Goliat, and whether Candini with the pitch, hard ground ball, hit up the middle. That is fielded by Mike Goliat, running to his right, pivots and fires over to Waitkus for out number 1. Jeez, I keep doing the wrong team. Hit up the middle, that's Robinson, running to his right, pivots and fires for Hodges for out number 1. Oh my gosh. I never do that wrong. Yeah, Goliat couldn't make the play because he's at the plate now. Mike Goliat comes up, 1 down, nobody on, 8-3 ball game, top of the 5th. Don Newcombe, he is cruising so far. A little hiccup in the 4th, but he seems to have gotten his stride back. Here comes the pitch to Goliat, and no sooner I say that, it's a fly ball, and this one is screaming for right center, and Snyder is underneath it, calls off Ferrillo, makes the catch. That is out number 2. And they're indeed going to pinch hit for Candini. So let's see. Oh, who's going to pinch hit? Who's going to pinch hit for Candini? We pause for station identification. This is the Tabletop Sports Delaware Broadcasting Network. Who's looking good here? Swish Nicholson. Bill Nicholson is looking good, I'm thinking. Got Stan Lapata, backup catcher. Keep him just in case. Jackie Mayo. Putsy Caballero. Now, we'll go with Nicholson. I like the looks of his card. Nicholson is going to pinch hit, so let me jot him in. Nicholson. Pinch hitter. 2. He's got nothing there. Slow and slow. All right. Facing Don Newcombe, 2 outs, nobody on. Here comes the pitch to Nicholson, and that is going to be swinging at the knee cheese. He goes down swinging, strike 3. None across for the Dodgers. 1-2-3 inning for, none across for the Phillies. 1-2-3 inning for Brooklyn. Newcombe cruising through. And that is going to bring us to the bottom of the 5th and a new pitcher for the Phillies. And this time it's going to be, I'm thinking Ken Heinzelman. No, because he was a starting pitcher, so he might not have been available. Now let's go with Monk Meyer. That's a move they might have made. Pull him out and put him in. Let's go with Monk Meyer. Oh. Put him where he belongs. Well, let's write down his particulars first. One moment, folks. Meyer goes right there. Nicholson is out. Meyer is a D. So he is a 1. He has 1 point, so they're still fielding 2, but they're down to 37 team points. He's not slow. He is a D. He does not have a letter. Okay. So he's not a control pitcher. All right, here we go. Carl Furillo leading off, bottom of the 5th, and he is facing Russell Meyer. Here we go. Meyer gets the signs in from Semnick. Furillo is set. Here's the windup. The pitch, 6-3. Fly ball to center field. Back is Richie Ashburn. Gets underneath it. Lets gravity do the rest. That is 1 away. Yeah, we need to do that. Gil Hodges is set now. Probably ought to do that here too. Hodges, a couple of warm-up swings as he digs in. Meyer looking into Semnick. He kicks, he fires. 5-1, and that is going to be over shortstop Granny Hamner's outstretched glove into shallow left field. That's going to be a base hit for Carl Furillo. So Furillo with 3 singles so far in this game. Next up is Gil Hodges, who hit a homer. The first of the home runs back in the 2nd inning, and 2-run shots scoring Carl Furillo. Grounded to short his last time up. Meyer, he is set. He's got a runner on first, looks over at Furillo to give him a good look, try to keep him close. Looks back to Campanella. Wait, where did Hodges go? Come back here. Hope I wasn't using the wrong card, so I'm not worried about going back and fixing it. I think I was, because there's only 1 card there. Hodges. Yeah, we make mistakes. Well, stuff happens. Hodges with a fly ball to left field. This one is Dick Sisler. He is drifting in. Shallow enough hit. He makes the catch, and Furillo retreats back to first base. So that is going to be out number 2. The Dodgers, which team is up? No, it's the other one. Yeah, exactly. I never get me confused, IDJ. Alrighty, bottom of the 5th, 8-3 ball game. Dodgers are up. Now it's Campanella, and he is facing Meyer. Meyer glances over to Furillo. Furillo's got some speed. He's not taking much of a lead. He looks back into Semnick, gets the signals. Here's the windup. Here is the pitch, 4-3. That is going to be hit hard. Because I'm not familiar with them. It is hit hard back to the box. And it is an easy enough play for Meyer to get the spin. Gets it to Hamner covering second for the force out. Out number 3. So that is going to end the inning. No runs plated by the Dodgers. After 5, we have an 8-3 score. And the Phillies are coming up to bat. Top of the 6th, top of the order. Eddie Waitkus, Richie Ashburn, and Dick Sisler do up. Waitkus, he's been up twice. He's flown to right and grounded to third in his 2 trips to bat. Facing Don Newcombe. Newcombe is cruising through this game so far. He's pitched well. 5 innings gone through the Phillies lineup twice. So he's not facing a lot of batters. And the difference is 3 batters right there. Single, double, homer. Otherwise, he would still be up here and waiting to go through the lineup the 2nd time. Eddie Waitkus is set. Digs in. Campy sends out the signals to Newcombe. He shrugs. He likes the 2nd one. Here comes the windup, the pitch, and that's going to be a hard hit ground ball to second base. Jackie Robinson all over that one. Over to Hodges easily for out number 1. See, I got the team right that time, IDJ. Okay. Richie Ashburn to the plate. Here we go. Newcombe is set. He rocks. He fires. And that is going to be a pop-up in the middle infield. Looks like Robinson is going to be able to get underneath that. And he makes the play. Routine work of the pop-up on that one. So that is out number 2. And the Phillies, they can't let this go for long. They need to start scoring runs or they are not going to the series to meet the Yankees. Dick Sisler, outfielder, left fielder, is at the plate. His father, George, holds the Major League hit record until it will be broken sometime in the future by some guy named Charlie. I don't have a time machine or anything. Sisler is set. He receives Newcombe's offering, and that's going to be a hard hit ground ball to second base. Robinson is hauling the mail in this inning over to Hodges for out number 3. 1-2-3 go the Phillies yet again. And we go to the bottom of the 6th in this 8-3 ball game. Due up. Billy Cox, third baseman. Newcombe probably will continue to pitch, so we'll bat and back to the top for Pee Wee Reese. Meyer starting his second inning of work here. Gets the signs in from Semenuk. Here comes the pitch to Cox, and Cox flies. Nope, that's a D. I'm sorry. That is not it. 8. That is a single into left center. Splits it between Sisler and Ashburn. Sisler comes up with it. So Cox with a base hit. Ball's relayed back into Hamner. So that is no out and 1 on. Don Newcombe comes up to the plate. He's going to swing away on this one. They're not showing him to lay down the bunt. He's going to swing away on this one. And here comes the pitch from Meyer. And Newcombe works the count. Patiently waits. He gets the walk. So that is men on first and second. Nobody out. Nobody's fault but the Phillies. Chris goes 1 inning without a wrong player call, then hit the like button. This is where I started getting it right. Just so everybody knows, so if I make it back to right here, I've done it. The pressure, oh my gosh. Pee Wee Reese is up. Runners on first and second, 2 on, nobody out. 5-run lead for the Dodgers. Here comes the pitch from Meyer, and that goes to Reese's hit column. And he hits this one into right field, and it bounces over by the bullpen, being chased hard by Del Ennis. Cox comes around and scores. Newcombe is being sent around third. Reese rounds second. The throw in from Ennis. Reese is headed for third. Newcombe scores, and Reese is in with a triple underneath the tag. 2 RBI triple by Pee Wee Reese. Hit to the corner, and Del Ennis just could not get to it. And that's 2 more runs in for the Dodgers for a 10-3 ball game. Here in the bottom of the 6th, Reese is on third with nobody out. Gene Hermansky comes to the plate, and it's going to be infield in for the Phillies, and there's activity in the bullpen again. Here we go with Meyer, gets the signs in from Semenuk. Here's the windup, the pitch to Hermansky, 5-2, and that is going to be infield in. So we've got to make a roll on a third baseman. That's going to be Jones is a 4 with a 46. That is going to be field column 2. Alrighty, so that is a single to left field, and the runner scores. And Brooklyn is assembly lining these guys around the plate. Station to station, they keep them coming. Definitely some warm-up activity out there in the bullpen. Meyer is not long for this. He's on a very short leash. Duke Snyder is up to the plate. There is nobody out. 3 runs plated for an 11-3 lead. Man on first and Hermansky. And here comes Meyer with the windup. The pitch. Man on first. Sorry, let me flip there. And this one is a ball hit hard back to the box. Meyer's able to knock it down. Plenty of time to spin around, and he gets it to Hamner at second to force Hermansky. No time for the double play, so that is 1 away. Runner on first. And with Robinson coming to the plate, it looks like the Phillies are going to the bullpen again. Alrighty. So what do we got on this one? Bullpen. This time they're going to go to Sylvester Donnelly. They call him Blix. Blix Donnelly is going to come into this game and pitch. What? Did I take a wrong card out or not? What did I do? Meyer. Okay, what did I do? Didn't call the wrong one, but I did something wrong. Robinson, Snyder. What card did I take out of here? Nicholson. Oh, he's a pinch hitter. I just put him in there. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry. De-dum. So Meyer is coming out of that game. Donnelly will be coming in. Doody-doo. Little line there. So that is going to be Donnelly. He is a pitcher. He is rated at 1. They stay at 37. He has no letters. Alrighty. Okay. Boomity boom boom. Back to where we are. Donnelly is in the game facing Jackie Robinson. 1 on, 1 out. 3 runs plated in this inning. 6th batter due up in this inning is Robinson. He doubled his first time up in the second and grounded out to short to end the second and flew to center in the 5th. Here he is up again in the 6th inning. Donnelly comes in. He is a C in this at bat because he's coming in middle of the inning. 2-3 Robinson, and that's going to be with a runner on first. We've got to look at the pitcher. He's a 153. It's going to be fielding 3, and it is hit to Donnelly. He boots it. He cannot get it in time, and Snyder is off to the races around second. It rolls back in towards home plate. Donnelly finally gets it. Robinson is on with the error, and Snyder makes it around to third. Error on Donnelly, and the Phillies have everything going wrong. 7-run second. Rob is here. Yes. Hey, Rob, how's it going? Yes, 7-run second for the Dodgers. Phillies looked like they were coming back. Let me get through this, and then we'll summarize the scoring for you. You can see what's going on, but yeah, we'll go through it so that way everybody can catch up. We have men at first and third, men at the corners, 1 out. Carl Furillo comes to the plate. Alrighty, Donnelly, he would like to get out of this inning. Here comes the pitch to Furillo, 5-4. That is a fly ball to right field. There is only 1 out. Fielding 2, and it is shallow enough that it looks like Ennis is able to make the play out there, but Snyder, he tags up, and with his speed, he is able to score. So that would be the 2nd out, but another run across for the Dodgers. That is 4 in this inning. Your score is 12-3. Gil Hodges comes to the plate. IDJ, I still haven't messed it up yet. Runner on first. That was the error, though, so that may end up being an unearned run. Yes, the error would have been a third. That is an unearned run. Okay. Anything from here on out's unearned. Yay for the Phillies pitcher. Meyer, that one. That gets assigned to Meyer. So here we go, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th. None up here, by the way. Hodges is set. Donnelly with the pitch, and that's going to be... what have we got there? 20 is going to be second baseman. Fielding check, I believe. Runner on first. Yep, so let's check it on Mike Goliat. He's a 7. Oh, he's fielding 1 with that. That is hit hard to Goliat at second. He flips it over to Waitkus for out number 3. That'll end the inning, but the score is 12-3 Dodgers. We go to the top of the 7th. Summarize the scoring. We have 2nd inning, Jackie Robinson leads off with a double. He is followed by Carl Furillo, who scores him with a single, and then Gil Hodges, 2-run homer, makes it 3-0. Campy comes up with a solo shot to make it 4-0, and then Billy Cox draws a walk. Newcombe grounds back to the box. He and Roberts is able to get it to Hamner for the first out, so Newcombe reaches on fielder's choice. Pee Wee Reese doubles Newcombe around to third, and then Gene Hermansky is able to hit a ball deep enough to right field for the 2nd out that Newcombe is able to score, and then Duke Snyder comes up and a 2-run shot to score Reese. And that's the 7 runs in the bottom of the 2nd. We go to the top of the 4th. And the Phillies are able to get some runs with 1 out. Ashburn singles, and Dick Sisler doubles him home. He's followed by Del Ennis with a 2-run shot. So it was 7-3 at that point. And then the Dodgers are able to score one in the bottom of the 4th for 8-4, and then they rattle off 4 more just now in the bottom of the 6th for a 12-4 score. And that's going to bring us to the top of the 7th. Del Ennis at the plate. Willie Puddinhead Jones and Granny Hamner to follow. Here in the 7th inning, Don Newcombe still going strong. 4-5 the pitch, and Ennis works to count, so we have a base runner for Philadelphia. Alrighty, that is 1 on, none out. 9-run ball game for the Dodgers. Willie Puddinhead Jones takes Newcombe's pitch. That is a fly ball to center field. Back goes Duke Snyder, and he is able to make the catch. First out, and by the way, I went a whole inning IDJ without messing up. So, pony up, everybody. Give me the like button. I don't usually ask for it, but IDJ said if I didn't screw up, so you know how it is. All right, here we go. Granny Hamner, 1 out, man on first. Top of the 7th. Newcombe would like to get through this game and get to the World Series against the Yankees. And that's going to be a hard hit ball to shortstop, fielded cleanly by Pee Wee Reese. Gets it to Robinson, who makes the turn over to Hodges. Ends the inning. 6-4-3 double play. Just when you thought the Phillies were getting back into it. They're going to be going to the bottom of the order in the top of the 8th. Bottom of the 7th, though. Bottom of the order for the Dodgers as well. Campy, Cox, and Newcombe set to face Donnelly, and his pitched face 3 batters, 2 outs, so he's got a little bit of work under his belt. Campy is set to go. Donnelly looks in, gets the signs from Semenuk. Here's the windup, the pitch, and that is a pop-up in the middle of the infield, and Granny Hamner gets underneath it. He calls off Jones and Donnelly and makes the catch. So that is out number 1. Billy Cox is set, 3rd bagger. He has drawn a walk, fouled away to the shortstop, and singled in his 3 times up so far. Donnelly is set. Here comes the windup, the pitch, and that is a base hit for Cox. He is on his 3rd trip to first base safely. So it's 1 out, 1 on, and the Dodgers the hits just keep on coming. Don Newcombe set to go. He has hit into a fielder's choice, grounded to second, drawn a walk. He has scored twice both times he was on base. 1 away. He's got the swing away sign from the 3rd base coach, Milt Stock. Yes, I remember the name of the Dodgers' 3rd base coach because he's the one that waved Abrams around and got gunned down by Ashburn in this real-life game. And here's the pitch to Newcombe with a runner on first, and that is a single into left. And Cox is going to get around to 3rd base on that one. So 1 out, men at the corners. Pee Wee Reese comes to the plate. Nothing special on defense for the Phillies. They're staying back, hoping for that double play to get out of the inning. Reese has said he digs in. Quick glance over to first for Newcombe, but really pays attention to Cox at 3rd. Wants to keep him close to the bag. Doesn't want him getting in. Donnelly, he's being hollered at by Semenuk. Keep your head in the game. Look at me and let's play some catch. Donnelly, here's the windup, the pitch to Reese, 4-2. And Reese is able to work the walk. Bases are loaded. And Semenuk walks out to the mound. He's going to have a discussion with his pitcher just to make sure everything's good. Lets him know, hey, you know what? We need to get these guys, keep the ball low, keep the ball on the ground. That's what we need to do with this. We don't need a fly ball. We don't need to give up another run. It's hard enough as it is. Let's just keep the ball low in the strike zone. Gets back behind the plate, and he is set to go. Semenuk sends out the signs. Donnelly nods in agreement, looks over to 3rd to Cox. Here's the windup and the pitch to Hermansky. And 3-5, and that is going to be a single. And with 1 out, runners advance a base. Another run is in. Station to station they go. Billy Cox scores. Make that 13-3, 10-run game. One out, bottom of the 7th, Duke Snyder. Here we go. 5-3, the windup, the pitch, 17, and that's going to be a fielding check for the right fielder to see what happens there. That is Del Ennis. He is a 2. Outfield 41. Fielding come 2. And that is a single to right. Runners advance a base. Newcombe scores. That's 2 more runs across. And oh goodness. They're going to let him face one more batter. Jackie Robinson comes to the plate. Donnelly. The pitch, 4-2. And Robinson works a walk. And that's going to be it for Donnelly. Right there. 1 out, 3 runs plated, 3 runners on, and Donnelly is being ushered out of this ball game. And the Phillies are being disseminated here. They're going to bring in, they're bringing in anybody they can. Constante's coming into the game. It's not a safe situation. They need bodies on the mound. Jim Constante, NL MVP. He is a 1. His points are a 1. He is slow. Stays there, but we now have an A. And he is a control pitcher, so put a Z back there. Constante is on the hill, facing Carl Furillo. Get that card flipped out of there. Carl Furillo, 1 out, bases loaded. Constante. Semnick is like, okay, finally a pitcher I can work with. Here comes the pitch, and it was not good. Single over second, and Furillo is going to move him around the bases this time for real. Hermansky scores from third. Snyder scores from second. Able to advance Jackie over to third. Men at the corners with 1 out. Could well be the second inning of this game that the Dodgers bat around and beyond. They are batting around at the moment. They could go beyond. Here we go. Constante gives up 2. They are assigned to Donnelly. It is a 15. Nope, it is a 17-3 ball game. Hodges at the plate. Constante, and there's another one. First and third with an 8. Nope, against an A. Fly out to center field. It is hit. Ashburn is chasing deep. Way back. He's able to make the catch, but looks like Robinson is going to be able to tag up for the score. 6 runs plated in this inning. And we come back around to Campanella. This will be the second time that we have batted through an inning in this game. I'm not changing those yet, because that's what jinxed the whole thing. I changed them early. Campy is set. Here comes the windup from Constante. The pitch. There are 2 away. They need an out. 29 with a runner on first. Haven't been back to that one in a while. And that is a hard ground ball hit to the box. Fielded cleanly by Constante. He gets it over to Waitkus for out number 3. So that is 7. We know that for sure. We're going to call 0 runs and 6 runs. So your score is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18-3. And there's like everybody in Ebbets Field is still here actually, because you know this means we're going to the World Series. They are staying. They are cheering on their team. And the Phillies come out in the 8th. Bottom of the order is due up Andy Semenick, Mike Goliat, and Jim Constanti will probably bat just to get through the game. Semenick is set. Don Newcombe still large and in charge on the bump for the Dodgers. Them bums. The Trolley Dodgers. Semenick. Here's the pitch from Newcombe, 3-6, and it is outside the zone. Umpire calls it ball 4. Semenick takes his base. Phillies have a base runner. Mike Goliat comes to the plate. Newcombe has said he takes the signs from Campanella, and he looks over to first, keeps Semenick close. Semenick not a fast base runner by any stretch, but still doesn't want to leave anything to chance. This game is going so well. Anything can happen, as the Dodgers have proved. Here comes the pitch from Goliat, from Newcombe, and that is going to be hit hard to second base, and he is able to. Robinson is able to flip it over to Pee Wee Reese to force Semenick at second. No chance for the play at first. So that's going to be 4-6 on the fielder's choice. Goliat on base, one away. Constanti comes to the plate. He's got to keep going. Constanti's going to bat 1-4, and that's going to be a fly ball hit weakly to left field. Easy play, charging in for Gene Hermansky, gets underneath it, and that is out number 2. And Goliat, with his small little lead, retreats back to first base, and that's going to bring us back to the top of the order in Eddie Waitkus. Alrighty, here we go. Waitkus is set. Newcombe. Here comes the pitch. 6-2 fly ball hit long to right field. This one is back at as deep as being chased by Carl Furillo out to the corner, and he makes a catch, runs into the wall. That was close by Eddie Waitkus, but Furillo was out there to make the play. And I did that in the wrong column again. Sorry about that. Because we batted around for Brooklyn, I keep forgetting to do that. Dun dun. F9. Donk. Nothing happened there. Yeah. No runs for the Phillies. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. Yeah, we're not going to do defensive subs or anything. We're just going to get through this at this point, I do believe. Campy is up for the Dodgers. So that is 8th. And Constanti on the hill. Campanella. Here's the windup. The pitch. And against an A. And that is a strikeout. Constanti with the strikeout. It wasn't Campanella. 9. Okay, so Cox is still a strikeout. Sorry, I didn't flip the card. So that's one away. Newcombe, here we go. Base is empty. Bottom of the 8th. Your score, 18-3. Here on the final day of the 1950 National League season. The pitch from Constanti to Newcombe, and Newcombe is actually able to work out a walk. His second walk, his 4th trip to first. He has scored 3 runs, the pitcher has. He is on first base. Pee Wee Reese comes up. Jim Constanti is bound and determined to not follow the path of the 4 pitchers that preceded him by allowing at least 1 run. Here comes the pitch to Reese, and catches Reese looking at a curveball high and tight, but the umpire calls that. So that's the second strikeout of the inning. That's 2 away. Gene Hermansky is set to go. Constanti with the windup. The pitch. 24. And that's going to be a hard hit ground ball to shortstop. Granny Hamner fields it, flips it over to Waitkus at first for out number 3. As close to a 1-2-3 inning as the Phillies have had in a good long time. We're going to go to the top of the 9th. Dave Little is in here. How is it going? Yep, 18-3, Dave. 18-3 is the score. See everybody in the chat. I'm glad everybody can make it this evening. Top of the 9th inning. Let's slide things a little. And it is going to be do or die time. The Phillies need to score 15 to stay in the chase and get to the World Series and play the Yankees. Here on the final game of the 1950 National League season at Ebbets Field in Brooklyn, Richie Ashburn leading off, top of the ninth, down 15 runs. Newcombe is going to go the distance. Ashburn, and that is going to be and that is a single over short over Pee Wee Reeves' outstretched glove. So Ashburn starts the ninth off with a single. Yeah, do you believe in miracles? This isn't hockey, but man, that would be unbelievable. Only need 20 hits this inning. That's right, Rob. It is do or die. Rally caps, everybody, for the Phillies. Rally caps. Come on, turn them inside out. Put them on there. Here we go. Dick Sisler is set to go. Maybe some of his dad's genes can rub off on him. See if we can get a hit. Here comes the pitch from Newcombe. Double threes going to Sisler's hit column. That's a long fly ball. It is back. It is going, gone. And the Phillies score 2 more. You guys think this is impossible, don't you? I've seen stranger things happen. You think this is impossible. Just watch this. Just watch this. 2 runs in for the Phillies. Newcombe has given up 5 earned runs. He drops to a C. No. Yes, he drops to a C right there. Del Ennis, here we go. Shave your head and throw the hair on the field. There it is, Rob. Let her rip. I've never seen 15 in an inning either. But we're going to find out. Del Ennis is set. He homered his second time up, along with a walk in the ground back to the box. Here comes the pitch from Newcombe. Newcombe is determined to see this one through. 35, that's a hard hit. Pop up into the air. If I recall, the DVALs make that a foul out behind home plate. And Campanella gets underneath it, makes the catch. That is 1 away. And the Ebbets crowd starts to cheer a little bit louder. I wouldn't call them nervous, but they're like, come on, guys. Here we go. Willie Puddinhead Jones, 3rd sacker for the Phillies, 5th in the lineup, facing Don Newcombe. Newcombe smacks his mitt, foul ball, roll 'em all. Looks into camp, he gets the signs again. The windup, the pitch, this one's hit hard, ground to third base. Billy Cox all over that one, gets it over to Gil Hodges for out number 2. And the Dodgers are 1 out away from coming back from 7.5 games back as the Phillies schneid got them to this point in 1950, losing 8 of 10 leading up to this very game. And the Dodgers are 1 out away of getting back to the World Series. Granny Hamner at the plate, shortstop for the Phillies. Don Newcombe looks into Campanella, gets the sign, shrugs off the first one, shrugs off the second one. He wants to bring the heat. Here comes the pitch to Hamner. Hamner goes to his hit column. And that is hit into the corner. Hamner rounding second. The throw coming in from Carl Furillo. And Hamner is in with a triple. The Phillies are not out of gas yet, but they are running on fumes. Andy Semnick, catcher, comes to the plate. Don Newcombe is like, will these guys die? Here we go. The windup. The pitch. And Semnick, that is going to be 2 balls and no strikes. Newcombe with the pitch, and that's a walk. He lets Semnick get on base. And actually, no, with a runner on third, I'm sorry, that should have been a walk. My apologies. That's all right. End result the same. Semnick is on. Men at the corners, first and third. Doobie-doo. Don Newcombe is starting to sweat. He's like, I'm not going to let these guys come back. There is no stinking way. Goliat at the plate. Runners at first and third. Newcombe glances over to third to keep Hamner on honest. Is glaring in at Goliat, willing him to just wilt into a puddle at home plate so they can grab the ball, dip it into the puddle, and call it out. Newcombe with the windup. The pitch. 27. That is going to be a hard hit ground ball to third base, and that is a fielder check. That is going to be Jones is a 4 with a 36. That's going to be fielding number 2. Infield not in, so that is going to be a hard hit ground ball to third base. Jones I'm sorry, I did it wrong. Sorry, IDJ. Billy Cox comes with it. Bobby, whichever Cox it is, I didn't write it down here. Cox comes up with it at third, gets it over to Jackie Robinson, and they are able to force Semnick at second for the final out of the game. 2 more runs plated by the Phillies would prove to be nowhere near enough. Your final score, 18-5. 18-5. Oh no, I've been involved in some scores like that in church softball as well, Dave. It's been a long time, but yeah, we used to have some crankers like that. Oh man, I was a hit 'em where they ain't kind of guy. I wasn't fast, I wasn't powerful, but I learned to be able to pepper the field with the ball wherever I wanted to put it. Oh man, there you go, folks. Your final score: Brooklyn Dodgers 18, 5 for the Philadelphia Phillies. The Dodgers are going on to the World Series here in 1950 to take on the Yankees. 1 error by Philadelphia. None. Let's see how many hits. 1, 2, 3, 4. Newcombe, 7 hits to Phillies. Gives up 2 homers. Pirrell. The Dodgers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 hits, 18 runs. We've got walk. Man, that's a ball game right there. Oh man, I'll tell you what, I'm glad you guys could make it. I really am. I'm glad you guys could make it. Yeah, like I said, a couple of guys on the Discord were like, I need a baseball game tonight. No one was piping up, so I was like, okay, I'll run a baseball game. What the heck, why not? Yeah, not like a scheduled thing. Glad you enjoyed it, Rob. Everybody, I'm glad you can make it. I really am. I want to thank everybody in the chat. We got Rob, we got Dave Little, we got Johnny Smoke, our Red Sox fan, IDJ, guys. So Johnny Smoke, Tribe fan 879OH, because Ron's not here and I won't make him mad and he won't dislike the video. Kenny Castro, gonna be a tournament opponent here in about a month and a half. Looking forward to that. Him and BJ Wanlin. Going up. There's 1 or 2 more, I'm sure, but I'm going to look. Make sure I say hi to everybody, because I guess that's what we do. Zweehander, glad you could make it. Steve Ryan was in here earlier, APBA chatter. Glad you could make it, good sir. And I think that pretty much covers everybody. Yep. Rob, don't even know what DVAL is. What it is, the Delaware Valley Baseball League, they have their own little modified basic charts that they use. And if you watch the last video I did, the last 7-8 minutes or so of it is a description. And if you look interested, or if any of you guys look interested, I'll go ahead and send you a copy of it. I can do that. Just check it out. Let me know. And I'll be happy to send that to any of you guys that you like. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to go ahead and jump off in case anybody else wants to run a stream, or if anybody's watching football or whatever you guys are doing, baseball, you name it. I'm just glad you guys were willing to come out and spend a little time this evening with me. So thank you very much. Guys, I appreciate it a lot. I do. This is Chris, Tabletop Sports Delaware, saying keep on rolling. I hope your weekend was great and have a wonderful week starting tomorrow. Take care, guys. Thank you.